Yo, yo. Thanks for tuning in to another show outside the ropes. I want to take the time out to thank everybody who subscribed to my show, and all the positive feedback that I've gotten. And the positive comments. Everybody's been positive. Everybody's left their opinions, even if they disagree with me. They kept it positive, so I appreciate that. Want to give a shout out to some dudes, that I enjoy watching, like Blood Boxing, 97 Bruv, Grind Shine. Um, you got Pound for Pound Boxing. There's just a lot of dudes. I really can't name anybody with this talk boxing. Haven't seen him in a minute. I hope everything's okay with him because I really enjoy his show. If you haven't checked these dudes out, make sure you check them out. In my subscription area. Now, this video is basically to do a couple things. First thing I want to do is I want to do a fight prediction on the Winky Wright Paul Williams fight that we have coming up this weekend. I wanted to get it out a little bit sooner, but I've been having some trouble uploading my videos, so I'm just doing it now. So just to let everybody know what I think is going to happen. Now, first you have Paul Williams. Okay, Paul Williams is a young, monster right now. He's, the most avoided person in the business right now. He's very tall, lanky. He throws a lot of punches, and he has power as well. And to be so tall, the thing I like about him is that he's not afraid to duck down and dig into the bodies of his opponents. He throws some vicious body shots as well. So that's a very good fighter. And then you have Winky Wright, a dude who's been around for a while. He beat Shane Mosley twice. He got a draw with Jermaine Taylor, who was undefeated at the time. He destroyed Trinidad. And he's been a monster as well, and he's also been one of the most avoided fighters around right now. So you got these two guys that are stepping up. They're gonna fight, each other, and this is what it's all about, man. It's about stepping up and fighting. You know what I mean? So that's why I give Paul Williams a lot of props because. And Winky Wright, because these dudes are willing to fight each other because they're having such a hard time getting fights because, like I say, people are avoiding him, and I see why. Now, the reason why Paul Williams is so avoided is obvious. It's like I say, he's tall, he's got a heavyweight frame, but he's fighting at the lighter weight. That's kind of scary. You know what I mean? Because he still packs a punch, and Winky Wright. It's obvious with him too. If you look at, the stats at the end of each one of his fights, man, this dude his defense is ridiculous. He barely gets hit, and his punch percentage is high. He doesn't waste any punches. He lands punches that he throws. And the weird thing about him though, about Winky Wright, is that his straight punches are so powerful that he can punch through your gloves, but yet he doesn't really have any knockout power. So that's the thing, that's why, I'm doing this prediction. I'm going to roll with Paul Williams on this one. It's not going to be a knockout, I don't think, because, like I say, Winky Wright does have tremendous defense. But I think it's going to be a unanimous decision victory for Paul Williams. I think based off pure punch volume, and, he's going to get some of those punches through as well. So I'm gonna roll with Paul Williams, like I say, because Winky Wright, like I say, unless he can knock out Paul Williams or really hurt him, I don't see him really, taking the Punisher out like that. So that's what I have for that. And another part of the video that I want to get into, I want to talk about some news actually. News is Floyd Mayweather is training right now. He wants to actually fight on the July edition of World Championship Boxing. He's ready to come back, and sources say that he wants to fight everybody. He wants to fight Cotto. He wants to fight Pacquiao. He wants to fight Hatton again, and he wants to fight Shane Mosley. I don't know how true this is because I'm not gonna believe anything until I see it with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Because he runs his mouth so much, and you know, if this was Pretty Boy Floyd who said that, I would believe him. But this is Money Mayweather who's talking. So, you know, he has a way of using money to wheedle his way out of little, you know, out of challenges and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to be negative on him, you know. But like I say, I have to see it for myself to actually believe that he's going to come back and fight all these guys. Because like I say, the way he's been in the past, he's been ducking everybody. And I don't see what changed him all of a sudden. But if he comes back, this is what we all wanted. We wanted to see him come back and fight these guys. And if he beats them, then, you know, hands down, I will give him his props, you know. But for now, you gotta show me. You know, actions speak louder than words right now for me. So, you know, we're going to be looking for him, you know, on that edition of World Championship Boxing. It's not going to be a big name. It's probably just going to be, you know, a tune-up fight so he can sharpen his skills before he gets in there with, you know, these guys. But, you know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing, you know, how that's all going to turn out. So I want everybody to leave their thoughts on what they think about him coming back, and if he's just talking out of his ass, or is he really going to do, you know, what he says he wants to do, and that's fight all these guys. So, and the last part of this video I want to do, I actually want to talk about Ricky Hatton and Manny Pacquiao. Now, I want to give a fight prediction on this. Now, the way I see this going, you might not agree with me, and a lot of people don't, okay? But I'm actually rolling with Ricky Hatton on this one. I hope he wins for the simple fact that if he loses, he has a lot more to lose than Pacquiao. Like, a loss is bad for anybody, but I don't think it's going to be as bad for Pacquiao as it's going to be for Hatton, because Hatton is looking to kind of, you know, he's at the end of his career. He's wanting to retire soon. And Pacquiao, I think he still has a lot left in him. I don't think retirement is anywhere, you know, close to him. And, you know, this will be the only time probably ever that I will go against Manny Pacquiao, man. It's hard for me to say. You know, I hate the fact that I have to, you know, see one of these guys lose, because I like both of them. And, you know, to be honest with you, I kind of like Pacquiao a little bit more than Hatton. I do like Hatton too, but I'm more of a Pacquiao fan because, you know, there's no fight that Pacquiao has ever had that's been boring to me. I've enjoyed every single one of his fights. I remember the first time I seen him fight, it was on the Lennox Lewis Mike Tyson undercard fight. And I didn't know who he was the first time I seen him, and he came out, he was walking to the ring, and he was smiling, and I asked my boy, I said, what the fuck is he smiling about? You know, and then he got in there, he knocked the dude out in 2 rounds. I was like, oh, that's what he was smiling about. He knew he was about to put hands on this boy right here. So ever since then, I've been a fan of him, and he's never let me down. He's always been entertaining. He always, you know, puts it all out there, and that's the type of fighting that I like to see. You know, so this will be the only time I go against him. I just think that Hatton is a little bit more hungrier. He's actually quicker than a lot of people give him credit for, and he punches hard. And he's also got a good trainer behind him teaching him new things, you know. So, you know, I'm going to go with Ricky Hatton on this one. I think, you know, he's going to hurt Pacquiao. And I'm actually going to say that the fight is going to be stopped. I don't think it's going to be a clean knockout, but I think it'll probably be a TKO victory for Ricky Hatton. So leave me what you think on that. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off because everybody that I talk to in person do not agree that they all going rolling with Pacquiao. But I'm going to go with Hatton, watch it, and see what happens. Mark my words, I believe that Hatton is going to win this fight. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's all a part of the game. So leave me your thoughts. And like I say, thanks again for all the positive feedback that I got. And look out for my next video. It should be coming out soon. Probably I'll do one right after the Winky Wright and Paul Williams fight. All right?